On this beautiful Sunday afternoon at Oracle Park, we've got game number 162 on the schedule, and it's the Giants and it's the Padres. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, home of the authentic fan. I'm Dwayne Kuiper along with Mike Krukow as we take a look at our folks as they enter the ballpark, enjoying game 162. And Mike, it isn't always the case where 162 is a meaningful game.
No, a lot of times you just kind of phoning it in, just running out the schedule, but not today. In fact, it's kind of how it all should end if you are a Giants fan, knowing that your team, who has the best record in all of baseball, needs to win on the final day, and that itself makes it a special day. And
when the Giants take the field, they receive a standing ovation from this crowd. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. It's brought to you by your Bay Area GMC dealers. It'll be the varsity. It'll be Grisham, Tatis. You can see what Tatis has done at Oracle Park, followed by Machado, Cronenworth, and Myers. Adam Frazier. Frazier will hit in the 6th slot. Then it's Marisnick, Rivas, and the pitcher, the right-hander Reese Kinnear, will hit in the 9th spot.
On the hill today for the Giants will be Logan Webb, making start number 26. Webb 10-3 with a 2.93 ERA, and you can see the strikeouts, more strikeouts than innings pitched, 150 against 36 walks. Webb, 24 years of age, and he is in his 3rd year at the big league level. Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud, usage of his pitches, and you'll see that sinker a lot. He's almost 50% with fastball between the sinker and the four seam, and the slider changeup are his kill pitches. Whatever's working, he's going to ride it. And he'll also feature a cutter just to stay in shape.
The Giants come in with a record of 106-55. How about that?
Let's take a look at the Giants defense. It's brought to you by Geico. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Bryant, Yastrzemski, and Wade, the best arm in left field. Crawford and Longoria on the left side. La Stella and Flores on the right side. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squat, putting down the signs.
So this crowd already getting in it as they get ready, and so do we, for the first pitch of this ball game. And here it is from Webb, and it's a chopper foul. So we get started at 12:06 and a beautiful 73 degrees.
94-mile-an-hour sink right out of bed from Logan Webb. The strike zone today, the Bruce Streckman is a good pitching strike zone. He looks for strikes, and you will get a few gifts at the belt. He'll call that high strike.
Grissom in the game yesterday went 1 for 5 as he takes a strike. It's now 0-2. He does have 3 hits and 6 lifetime at bats against Logan Webb. Coming in at hitting .240. This is a down year average wise for Grissom, but he's got power. 15 home runs, 61 driven in. This top of this Padres lineup is stacked. Swing and a miss, and that's how this game gets started. Whew. 49ers pregame live is airing right now on NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, which can be found on the channels listed on your screen. Now, if you can't find NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, log on to NBCSportsBayArea.com or call your TV provider. You can also stream the pregame live on the My Teams app. Here's Tatis Jr. hitting at .284. Lots and lots of power as he takes down low. Tatis, a couple of hits and 5 at bats. He actually had a couple of hits to right field yesterday as he takes in tight with Machado to follow.
Giants been trying to crowd Tatis all series long.
There's a strike.
Got good movement on that sinker, and it's up there at 94, 95 miles per hour. That's exactly what Gabe Kapler wanted to see out of Webb early.
Good breaking ball, 2-2. It should be mentioned that all of the games around the major leagues today started today at the same time. So a heavy scoreboard and obviously some important games in the American League. 3-2. So Webb trying to navigate through this tough top of the Padres lineup, and he got him. 2 down.
Again, same strikeout pitch. That's a 94-mile-an-hour sinker that just explodes down. 95, I beg your pardon. I'm selling him short.
I think he's a little jacked up, Mike.
I said it in the pregame.
In a good way.
He looks for these adrenaline games, and I mean that's just something that you don't see that often from a young arm.
Machado had great at bats yesterday. He only had 1 hit, but he played a big part in that Padre win as he takes a strike. He's got 28 home runs. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Great command with that slider. Late snap, perfect location.
Outside, 1-2. And when you pitch Machado outside, you have to pitch him way outside.
Yeah, he's got incredible coverage and play. He can get 6 inches off the plate away and drive it.
Strikes out the side. Got him. Top of the order. Giants are coming up.
Baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. With 10 hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places. By Heffernan Insurance, because you're different. By Xfinity, experience a powerful and secure Wi-Fi connection for all your devices. Xfinity X5, can your internet do that? And by Nextiva. When you need business communications for the office, the home office, and everywhere in between, choose Nextiva.
Back here at Oracle Park, it's a 0-0 ball game. Let's take a look at the Giants lineup, brought to you by your Bay Area GMC dealers. Also the varsity, La Stella, Flores, and Wade. Buster Posey will be the cleanup hitter. Then Brandon Crawford, who's sitting at .299. Crawford will hit 5th, and it's Bryant, Yastrzemski, Longoria, and Webb.
Reese Kinnear on the hill today, making his 5th start for the Padres. Kinnear, a 24-year-old rookie.
La Stella takes high right off the bat. The huge overshift for La Stella, which puts Machado in shallow right field, and it puts Tatis, the lone defender, on the left side. Hit high into center field for Grisham. It's in the park. 1 out.
Take a look at the pitch usage for Reese Kinnear. You see a fastball over half the time. It's a fastball that is low to mid-90s, more lows than mids. He's got a pretty good changeup. That's his preferred specialty pitch. He's also got a cutter and a slider to complement it. One thing about Kinnear is that he's always been a little iffy with his command. I mean, this year in 25 innings, he's got 18 walks.
Flores actually was trying to check his swing and get out of the way, and he fouls it at the plate.
Well, that's the bad news. Good news is he didn't hit it fair.
Fair would have been an out. Lamont Wade Jr. on deck. In tight, no overshift for Flores. Hitting .260 with 18 home runs, 51 runs batted in. As he shoots this one up the middle. Frazier at second base makes the play. 2 outs.
Let's take a look at the Padres defensively, starting in their outfield from left to right. Going to be Marisnik, Grisham, and Myers. Tatis and Machado on the left side of the infield. Frazier and Cronenworth on the right side. And Webster Rivas will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Wade took an 0 for 2 yesterday before Slater pinch hit for him. High drive. Center field, but not quite deep enough, and that's going to end the inning. A quick first inning. 0-0.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by WebEx. The future of work is hybrid. WebEx by Cisco.
Second inning, 0-0. Webb struck out the side in the first. It'll be Cronenworth, Myers, and Frazier. And looking at a strike is Cronenworth, hitting .266 with 21 home runs. His 70th RBI, beat the Giants yesterday in extra innings. Here he takes wide to even the count.
Well, a great first inning from Logan Webb. He got the crowd into it. He also got Bruce Dreckman, the plate umpire, looking for strikes. It's important to do early in a game.
Swinging a foul. It's 1-2. Dreckman behind the dish. Then it's Lintz, the crew chief Joe West at second, and Ron Kulpa at third.
Joe West's last regular season game as an umpire.
Close pitch. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Joe West will umpire one more game. He's going to do the wild card game, and then he's going to hang him up.
Cronenworth just got a piece as it squirts between the legs of Buster Posey. Giants set up not exactly straight away with the left side of the infield playing Cronenworth to pull, but no overshift. Pulls it on the ground, foul. We have our ball dudes back, and we do not have ball dudes information, but we know they're back.
Well, we're going to say that's Ron Wotus out there in right field. But what a great treat to get ball dudes back. First time since 2019.
Three and two.
I love that the ball dude had on a Wotus jersey.
Yep.
We talked about Joe West last game in the regular season. Well, the same thing can be said about Ron Wotus.
Line drive caught by Longoria. Nice at bat from Cronenworth.
That's a great at bat. This ball gets by Longoria, has a chance for two bases to lead the inning off, but Longoria says, "Nah, I got this one." Spears it right in the sweet spot. Hanyu Longo.
Here's Myers. Myers hitting at .257, and he fouls the first pitch out of play.
He went up there looking for one thing and got it.
Myers did not play in the game yesterday. No swing. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nick Lintz, first base umpire, saying no swing.
Good breaking ball. 1 and 2. Foul at the plate. So Myers extended as best he could. Outfield straight away and deep for Myers.
Oh, and there's a miss. And the only reason he didn't get that call is because Posey set the target up wide, way off the plate, and it comes around the front door side. And that's a strike. And he just didn't get it.
Shake it off. Line drive, left field. 2 down.
Well, the Roberto Clemente Award recognizes one player who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field. Brandon Crawford is the Giants nominee, and you can learn more about all nominees and vote at MLB.com/Clemente21.
So here's Frazier. Frazier takes a strike. 305, 5 home runs, 43 driven in.
Total bat control guy. No stride, head stays very still.
Line drive and the atom ball here in the 2nd inning. Posey, Crawford, Bryant coming up. 0-0.
Well, Giants fans, today is Anchor Brewing's final splash hit Sunday. Be on the lookout if a Giants player hits a home run into McCovey Cove today. The San Francisco original, Anchor Brewing, will donate $10,000 to the Giants Community Fund and will give a pair of 2022 Giants season tickets to a lucky fan. Visit anchorsplashhit.com to enter for your chance to win. And don't forget to raise your anchor.
Buster takes low. 302 for Buster Posey. 8 home runs, 53 runs batted in. And he takes low again. So you got some information on the right field ball dude?
Yeah, the right field ball dude today is the brother of Ron Wotus. That's John Wotus, here to honor his brother's last game as a coach.
Swing and a miss. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
So I think that's very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
There's John Wotus.
Crawford on deck. And then Bryant. Buster got a pitch in. It's 2-2.
He got in there tight. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of movement with his fastball, but when you can place it on the inside corner on the hands, even without a lot of movement, it still can be an effective pitch, and that was.
Outside, 3-2. And the walk.
A leadoff walk. And that was an easy take.
So here's Crawford. Crawford at .299 with 24 home runs, 90 driven in. And a called strike. With the importance of this game, I'm sure .299 isn't that important to Crawford, but hey, 300 would be nice. Swing and a miss. Good challenge. It's now 0-2.
Again, above the hands, inside corner, well placed.
Posey with his lead at first. And Crawford flips one to left. Coming in plenty of time is Marisnick. 1 out. And here's Bryant. Bryant 1 for 3. He had an RBI single. I thought his at bats yesterday were pretty good. With Yastrzemski on deck. There's a rocket foul.
Guy had him played right. Fair-hander at a bit. High fives from people you never even knew. The magic of a foul ball in the stands.
Well, after that foul ball, I figured Kinnear might stay out of that same spot, but he comes back with a fastball in.
Yeah, just to keep it elevated. I think he's just aiming at hands right now, and he's doing a good job of it. Giants don't know Kinnear. Never seen him before. All they have on him is video and a scout report. Not the same as when you get in that batter's box.
Slowly hit. Foul. Bryant stays alive. Outfield dead straight away. Maybe the exception Myers as he's shading towards Triples alley. Most right fielders do that in this park. Got him. 2 outs.
Well, for the first time ever, the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame is open to the general public. This year's class includes Bruce Bochy, Ricky Henderson, and more. Celebrate Bay Area sports on Monday, October 4th. That's tomorrow. Outdoors right here at Oracle Park. For tickets, go to Bashoff, BASHOF.org.
Yastrzemski at 224. Yaz took an 0 for 4 yesterday as he takes a pitch down low. Reese Kinnear navigating right now through a leadoff walk.
Yeah, the pride of Fordham University.
Do we personally know anybody that went there?
Vin Scully.
That's a good one.
Pete Harnish.
You can stop with Vince Scully.
Okay. Because after I got past Pete Harnish, I was done.
1 ball and 1 strike to Yastrzemski. Shot down the right field line and fouled.
Now, Mike Yastrzemski was paying attention. He saw everybody getting that fist-high fastball, and he was laying in the weeds for it.
So he was.
And watch the elbows collapse and just rifle the bat head through it. That's a strike that felt pretty good on the hands.
And a little low to make it 2-2.
Fastball on the hands, change up away.
It's kind of textbook, isn't it?
Yeah. They've been preaching that for 150 years.
Got him with a high fastball. Second strikeout, 3rd inning coming up. Marisnick will lead things off.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Lefty Sports Collectibles in Burlingame. The Brandon Belt signing for October 2nd has been postponed. Please call 650-697-2274 for more details.
Well, 2022 group and suite deposits get access to 2021 postseason tickets. Place a $250 non-refundable deposit for priority access to purchase 2021 National League Championship Series tickets. Go to sfgiants.com/postseason.
Here's Marisnick, and he takes a strike. Risnick had a couple of hits and 4 at bats yesterday. As he takes a strike, 0-2. Got him. Now word via WebEx by Cisco.
We need that part.
It's nearly done.
Can you repeat that? That's better.
It's done.
With WebEx, the McLaren Formula One team is collaborating like never before. Introducing the WebEx Suite, driving hybrid work.
Here's Webster Rivas, the Padres catcher this afternoon, hitting .219. And he takes wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Rivas with a couple of home runs, 4 driven in. As he bounces this one to the first baseman Flores, he flips the Webb cover in 2 outs. And here's Kinnear.
Now Kinnear doesn't have a hit yet, but he's supposed to be a pretty good hitter. At Fordham, when he wasn't pitching, he was playing first base. So there you see the lifetime numbers: 0 for 7 with 4 punch outs.
Very chatty though.
This guy's from Fordham, man. They're chatty guys.
Yeah, look at Vin. Talked a lot in his lifetime. And he's got a nice swing as he fouls it out of play.
Yeah, he does. He looks like he's just happy to be here.
As he takes a strike. He was talking to Buster like he was that close to asking Buster for his autograph.
He's got a pen in his back pocket.
One and 2. Got him. Strikeout number 5. Webb goes 9 up, 9 down. Longoria is going to hit first.
It's baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. With 10 hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places. By Kelly Moore Paint, the Painter's Paint Store. And by Provident Credit Union. Super Rewards Checking. We pay you.
All right, time now for the play of the day, brought to you by your California Ford dealers. October 3rd, 1951, 70 years ago today, the shot heard round the world. Let's listen.
To the line, Packer throws. There's a long drive. It's going to be, I believe, the Giants run the pellet. 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 Bobby Thompson hits into the very back of the left field stand. The Giants run the pellet, and they're going crazy. They're going crazy. Oh!
Never gets old. It never ever gets old. Here's Longoria, and Longoria hits a high drive. Center field, Grisham back at the wall. He leaps and he makes the catch.
I think he took it away. I think he timed it perfectly, and I think he took one away. Longoria jumping on it, first strike, and watch him go up, high backhander, and he robbed him.
I think he did.
Wow.
I mean, that was perfect too. He caught it right in his pocket. Here's Webb. Webb takes inside for a ball.
Great at bat from Longoria. That's good to see.
Webb is 4 for 43. And he takes a strike. La Stella is on deck. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Webb hits one into left center field. Grisham broke the other way, and Webb's got a hit.
Well, Grisham was kind of 8 steps in the right center field side of center, and I don't think he saw this well. He expected a little more than what he got. His initial step to the ball was not the route that he needed, and he couldn't make up for it with his speed. So the Giants get their first hit of the day, a 1-out single from Logan Webb.
So here's LaStella. LaStella with a fly ball to center field. And he takes outside for a ball.
Going to be a bullpen day for the Padres.
There's a strike.
Changeup. Good one. Jace Tingler would like to get anywhere between 3 to 5 innings out of Kinnear. Be interesting to see how the Giants adjust to him the second time through after seeing him once.
Webb is going to head down to second.
Well, one thing about Webb, he's got pretty good speed. So if you're thinking about what kind of threat he is at second base, should a ball go in the outfield on a base hit, he can score. This ball just eats Rivas up. It looked like it skimmed off the plate and hit a shin guard. So that's a nice 90-foot gift.
Two and one to LaStella. Line drive, and again right at Grisham. So the Giants cannot avoid Trent Grisham in this game.
Yeah, it's important you don't get frustrated as a hitter. Hard hit line drives get caught. They can frustrate a bench. Just keep having good at bats and trust it.
Flores bounced out to second in the first inning. Down low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Nice play by Rivas. Webster Rivas.
Low again. It's 2-0.
Man, he's a different guy out of the stretch.
There's a strike.
Gift.
Base hit. Here comes Webb. Grisham's got a good arm. The throw, and Webb will be held up. And into second goes Flores.
2 outs knocked by Wilmer Flores. Right back up the middle, and that'll get the bench excited. We watched the throw from Trent Grisham. I mean, he's not thinking about back runner. He overthrows everybody. And good heads-up play from Flores to put himself in scoring position. Once he sees that ball go over the head of the cutoff man, it was an open invitation for him to take second.
Here's Wade. And Wade takes high. There's a strike. Two balls and one strike with runners at second and third.
No activity in the Padre pen.
Three and one.
And right now he can't count on his off-speed pitches. That changeup just has not shown up for him as long as he's been in the stretch. It's there out of the windup, but not the stretch. And Lamont Wade Jr., he's going to sit on gas right here and try and do some damage.
And the walk. Ben Fritz is coming out.
Well, the discussion he's going to have with him right now is that you have your choice to go out of the windup or the stretch, and I think he's going to suggest the windup. And this is a Nick Steva meeting on the mound. When you need business communications for the office, the home office, and everywhere in between, choose Nick Steva. Padres see the same thing. He's not comfortable in the stretch like he is in the windup. So he will have the option here. Perhaps a bit of encouragement from Ben Fritz to use the windup. We'll see.
Buster drew a walk in the second inning. I have a feeling that Buster is ready to ambush on the first pitch.
He's going to sit on gas. And Kinnear looks like he's going to take it out of the stretch. I think that's an advantage for the Giants. No, that's his windup.
And he throws a breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
So, as we thought, he is in the windup. And he stayed away from the first pitch challenge.
It's Webb, Flores, and Wade. Base hit, left field. Here comes Webb. Right behind the Flores. The throw home. Cut off. Giants take the lead.
And that swing of the bat takes the stink off the fishing trip. That'll loosen everybody up. And one of the things that you got to point out too is a nice heads-up play for Lamont Wade to get over to third base. There's that changeup. It hangs right up there at the belt, and Posey says that's where I like it. And with a two-out jump, an easy score for Webb and Flores. And look at the heads-up play for Wade to scamper to third. Think there's any emotion from the old-timer Buster Posey? You bet.
So here's Crawford. Crawford with a swing. Ain't gonna miss. Crawford popped out to left field. Wade at third, Posey at first.
Logan Webb got it all started with a 1-out knock.
Crawford line drive, center field, and chasing it down is Grisham. The Giants cannot avoid Grisham. Giants take the lead. It's 2-0.
Well, it's the top of the fourth inning, and welcome back to our Lazy Boy broadcast booth. 2-0 Giants. We're going the top of the fourth inning. Smooth. The fans are in this game.
You know, I was just about to say the same thing to you. You know, we sat through last year where there were no fans, and you know, the crowd's not like we've seen it over the last 20 years in this ballpark. But I got to tell you something. Yesterday and today, just like old times.
Just like old times. It felt good.
Just the way we like it. As the Giants take a 2-0 lead, it'll be Grisham to lead things off.
Grisham's starting to tick me off a little bit.
Yeah. Although I agree with you, he didn't exactly play Webb's ball correctly, so that helped the Giants out a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But I guess we should expect gold glove defense from a gold glove defender.
There's a high chop bouncing ball to our ball dude. It's no balls and 1 strike. Grisham shoots this one down the left field line. He's got a base hit. So right off the bat, a leadoff double. So that's the first hit and the first base runner. So now we'll see Logan Webb out of the stretch.
One thing we've seen from Grisham in this series, I mean, he's really used the whole field, and that's not a bad pitch either. That ball's got two-seam movement, running hard away from him, and just soft serves one down the left field line. And now Logan Webb's going to take on the heart of this Padre lineup out of the stretch with a runner in scoring position.
Tatis struck out in the first. And here he takes a pitch just inside and a little low. 1 ball and no strikes. Machado to follow, and then Cronenworth. And he goes around. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yes, he did, said Nick Lentz. Absolutely. Take a look from the side. Did he go? He hits that thing. It's out of the ballpark.
Yes, he did. Outfield straight away. Tap foul, 1 and 2.
Gets that 93 or plus mile-an-hour sinker going at the knees. It just bottoms out. He's had 3 strikeouts with it today. The key is knee-high location. Elevates around the belt. It's a different type of movement.
On the ground, slowly hit. Longoria charges and throws, and they got him. And the throw to third is not in time. Longoria really didn't have any time to check on Grisham.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, you have time to be able to look that runner back, but he didn't. He had to get the out, and a nice heads-up play from Grisham. That's high IQ on the base pass for Trent Grisham.
Giants will play the infield back. Machado struck out on the first.
Be interesting to see if there's a ground ball hit here if they let Grisham go on contact here.
Hammered into center field. This will be a sacrifice fly. It'll be a 2-1 ball game as Grisham comes in to score.
And he gets the job done on the first pitch. So the Padres answer. Didn't expect that they would go quietly into the sunset.
No. Here's Cronenworth. Cronenworth lined out to Longoria to open up the second inning. Here he bounces this one to Flores, and that'll end the inning. Damages a run. Giants are coming up. Bryant to lead things off.
Well, in the spirit of drink unto others, locally crafted Golden Rule Spirits is happy to support the Giants to get to their favorite destination, home, where they can share a Golden Rule destination cocktail. Grab your top shelf canned cocktail for your Giants viewing party at your local grocery store, liquor store, or goldenrulespirits.com today.
The applause you're hearing is for that man, Ron Wotus. Nice message on the board from Dusty Baker, Felipe Alou, Bruce Bochy, all the managers that Ron Wotus worked for, and he also had a message from Gabe Kapler. He got a huge ovation, as he should.
Well, and he earned it. Just a classy guy, and everything that he does, and his love of the game of baseball is so deep, and he respects it so beautifully, and he teaches it so beautifully.
There's Lament. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
22nd game that Lament has come into this year.
Bryant taps it foul. Bryant, Yastrzemski, Longoria. Giants trying to answer back after the Padres picked up a run in the top of this inning. It's 2-1 Giants.
Lamet, mid to high 90s fastball, good hard slider. That's his #1 specialty pitch. He's got a changeup.
High foul out of play. You got a fastball right down the pipe.
Lamet, 29 years old. He's in his 4th year at the big league level, and he was one of the real superstar starters out of this Padre franchise, and then he had really bad luck with injuries.
Outside 1-2.
And it really has taken its toll on some of his stuff. And there for a time, and he was as good as anybody in the National League West.
Yep.
He was the ace of this Padre team.
Very high, 2-2. Full count.
It just has a feeling of a playoff game, and the feeling of a playoff game is so evident in the leadoff hitter. If he gets on, boy, everything's elevates. In the dugout, in the stadium.
And the walk.
Well, Giants fans, Xfinity Mobile delivers fast nationwide 5G on the most reliable network. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile.
So good eye from Brian, who fell behind early in the count. Now here's Yastrzemski, who struck out in the second.
Yeah, he had good swings in that at bat, though.
Overshift is on. Tatis to the right of second. Machado, the only defender on the left side, as Yastrzemski takes high. On deck is Longoria.
Padres have been trying to pitch Yastrzemski above the hands this whole series. Here's the shift Kipe's talking about. Excellent speed at first base with Bryant.
Snap throw. Bryant is back. A called strike to even the count.
And you don't normally see catchers catch the ball off their left shoulder and try and make that throw to first base. Usually you see it when they catch a ball inside to a lefty, because they naturally turn their upper body to catch the ball, and that puts them in a great position to throw to first. Yeah, that gives you an idea how much confidence Rivas has.
Yeah, he was going to throw no matter what. Shows bunt, takes low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Better make it a decent bunt with that guy at third.
Well, I mean, there's that snap throw we're talking about. But the point you make about Manny Machado, I mean, his arm it's the best in the game. And if you're going to put down a bunt, it had better be perfect, because he never feels he's out of the play with that arm.
Foul. 2-2.
Wayne Kirby. Making some friends.
Yeah, just not as easy to flip it into the stands as it used to be. You got to deal with that high screen. Yeah, it's in the dirt. Nice play, Rivas. 3-2.
We used to flip a ball in the stands and get fined.
Yeah, you get fined whatever the cost of the baseball was.
Seriously, I was in Chicago. They had a guy from the front office sit there in the stands during batting practice and keep track. Every 2 weeks you got your paycheck, and there was a little deduction there for foul balls.
When you went on the road, that guy went to Cleveland and did the same thing to us.
It's amazing how the game has changed for the good, I might add.
And the walk.
Easy take.
Ben Fritz is coming out.
Well, his motto is, if I have mound visits, I'm going to use them. This may be a suggestion to mechanics. I mean, he's looking at the misses on the 2-2 pitch and the 3-2 pitch. They weren't even close. And that definitely raises an eyebrow of a pitching coach and a manager.
So Longoria, who had a home run taken away from him by Grisham in the third inning, is coming up. So here's Longoria. And he takes a strike.
So a little correction mechanically. He gets right back down to the knees with a fastball at 95. Longoria had a great at bat. Got robbed of a home run. That was his first at bat to lead off the third.
swinging a foul. It's 0-2. On 2 to Longoria.
2 pitches, 2 fastballs has not shown him the slider. Well, what do you think? Are they? Should we vote him best dressed today?
Best dressed, absolutely. Longoria steps out. It remains 0-2.
Great speed on the base pass. Bryant, Yastrzemski.
Out of play. Longoria protects.
Lamet reaching back there. That's 97-mile-an-hour gas. And that's kind of been his reputation. You'll see the high 90s when he gets into 2 strike counts.
Close. 1-2. Two and two. So 17 pitches with Webb on deck. There's nobody out. 2 walks, Bryant and Yastrzemski. You figure Lamet has got 1 more pitch before he has to come in. And what a swing by Longoria.
Ooh, he was on it. That was a 96-mile-an-hour challenge at the bell that he fouls it straight back. He was on it.
Longoria taking a little bit of time as he adjusts his batting gloves. Bryant, who opened up the inning with a walk, is at second, and now Lamet steps off. Outfield shading Longoria to hit it the other way.
Yeah, they got a problem with the signs right now. I mean, so far we've just seen 2 pitches from Lamet, the fastball and the slider.
Two and two. Got him.
So in the end, they go with that slider and they get that call on the outside part of the plate. It's a frustrating at bat for a guy hitting in the 8th spot, because he knows if he doesn't expand and he gets rung like that, and it was a ball, but still, now you put it in the hands of the pitcher.
Ron Wotus is going to make sure that Webb knows what's going on.
Well, he wants him to bunt that ball down the third base line. Make that third baseman have to come in to field the ball.
And if they're down your throat, pull the bat back. Cronenworth is easing in, and he hit him. Or did it hit the bat?
I think it hit the knob of the bat. You could hear it hit wood, and the reaction from Webb was it didn't hit him. If that hits him on the hand, I don't even want to go there. We've already seen what happened with Brandon Belt. Watch the knob of the bat. It hits the bat. Strike one. And that could have been awful. He was pulling it back to heck. This is bordering on ridiculous.
Well, Major League Baseball will end up doing something about this.
You saw Joe West, crew chief. He's not happy about what he's seeing. Two times he's almost hit him. I'll tell you right now, LeMet's not making any friends here in this ballpark. I mean, he's not close with all three of those pitches.
That's why the pitch to Longoria is so frustrating.
Tell you what, though, I mean, if those two pitches he threw inside the Webb, that got the attention of the Giants dugout. And he was trying to knock it over the Coke bottle in left field.
Well, that's a good swing right there.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good swing again. It stays at 2-2.
96 him at the knees, outside corner. That's a good fight him off. What you're getting from Lamet right now is you're getting some mistakes up, and mistakes up for pitchers, that's where they can hurt you. Again, he almost gets him. They're into it.
Standing here at Oracle Park in the 3-2 pitch. And he walked him.
Easy take. Not close. And Lamet has loaded the bases with 3 walks. Craig Stammen with a hurry up red flag. Get ready. Because the Giants are getting a rally for nothing. Haven't swung the bat.
Joe West is telling Lamet right now something. I don't know.
Well, he had to let him know if he was going to pitch out of the windup or the stretch with a runner at third.
There you go. La Stella is 0 for 2. He's hit 2 balls to the outfield. If he does that here, the Giants will score a run. One ball and no strike.
And La Stella's not going to help him. Very patient hitter. And he's looking for something that he can do ultimate damage.
Two 2-0.
Not close.
See if Listella is taking, and he's going to slow up the rhythm, if you possibly can, of Lament. There's a strike.
It's a gift. He said if you're going to get gifts from Dreckman, it's going to be at the top of the strike zone. And that was a gift. And quite honestly, Lamet has not earned it.
Out of play. He chased the high fastball, 2-2. Bryant, Yastrzemski, Webb. Those are your base runners.
Stammen's ready. Fly ball situation now.
Right field, it's gonna fall. They will hold. Yastrzemski, Listella comes through. It's 3-1.
Great two-strike at bat from Tommy Listella. And that's going to be it for Lamet. I mean, he goes on the inside corner. It's not a mistake out over the plate. I mean, it's just great technique to beat that. Collapses both elbows to get that bat head on it.
So Lament departs. Bases are loaded. We'll be back.
Well, join the Giants at the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame Class of 2021 Enshrinement presented by Alaska Airlines. The event takes place right here at Oracle Park tomorrow starting at 6:30 p.m. 2021 inductees include Bruce Bochy and Ricky Henderson, both appearing in person. All fans are welcome. A portion of ticket proceeds benefit Special Olympics Northern California. Learn more and get tickets at sfgiants.com/Bashoff. Tim Flannery is going to introduce Bruce Bochy, and Dave Stewart is going to introduce Ricky Henderson.
Three to 1 Giants. It's Greg Stammen, the new pitcher.
Take a look at what he has done. He's had a solid season. 2.98 ERA. Almost a strikeout an inning. Stammen will give you 4 pitches. But he's a strike thrower. And right now the Padres need strikes.
Wilmer Flores singled in the third. He's not had a lot of success against Stammen. Flores is 1 for 13. Now he's only struck out 1 time, so he's put the ball in play. Outside and low, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Again, fly ball situation here for Flores.
Stammen will not have the issues control-wise that Lament had.
No, he's a strike thrower.
You see your base runners. It's Yastrzemski, Webb, and Listella.
One of the reputations Stammen got in the game early as a bullpenner is that he's a good cleaner. He can come in there and put the fire out.
Flores holds up. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 to Wilmer Flores. Lamont Wade Jr. on deck. Breaking ball, 2-2.
That's good curveball. Talked about the 4 pitches he'll throw. I mean, he's a guy who spent time as a starter, and he's got two types of fastballs, slider, curveball. You just saw, and a changeup. Flores has been very good this year in 2-strike counts.
Down the left field line, nobody's there, and the Giants are off and rolling. Yastrzemski scores. LaStella will be held up at third. Webb scores. Flores comes through, and the Giants add on. It's 5-1.
And he does it in a 2-strike count. Stammen comes back with another curveball and flat out hangs it. And a hanger in a 2-2 count with a curveball is anything in the strike zone. And Flores makes him pay. That at bat for Giants fans was therapeutic.
Hit him where they ain't, and that's what Flores did. And here's Wade with one out and runners at second and third. Wade rolls it foul. It's no balls and 1 strike.
And every one of those walks from Dinelson Lamet have scored. The ultimate haunt.
Wade goes the other way. Marisnick back, and he will reach up and make the catch. Everyone tags. It's 6-1. Good at bat.
Great situational AB. That's what he was trying to do. Take a look. You're looking for something he can get up, and he goes down and digs this one out with backspin the other way. Beautiful.
Buster Posey had a huge hit in the third inning, a 2-out single to knock in 2. They will check on second to see if the back runner Flores left too soon. And now here's Buster, who's had really great success against Stammen in his career. He's 9 for 20 with 3 doubles. Line drive, base hit. He's done it again. It's 7-1.
Boy, the offense has come to life.
Well, they're standing. That's base hit number 1500 for Buster Posey. Here's Crawford. Crawford chases at first pitch. It's no balls and 1 strike. Crawford has popped out and he's lined out. He's hitting at 297. The guy who led things off this inning is on deck, and that's Chris Bryant. Crawford takes wide. The 4 runs are tacked on to Lament's ERA. This last run goes to Stammen's. Crawford shoots it foul. It's 1-2. Giants with 6 hits in this game, and they had the help this inning of 3 walks. And he got him, and that'll end the inning. Giants drop a 5 spot. Fans are digging it. It's 7-1.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by the Cheesesteak Shop. Celebrating hometown heroes with a $50 gift card and donations to local charities.
I got it. A limited number of single game tickets are still available for Giants wild card and division series games. Learn more about Giants postseason options and get your tickets now at sfgiants.com/postseason. Here's Myers. 5th inning. Myers a swing and a miss. He lined out to left in the 2nd. Frazier, then Marisnick. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Sinker crashing in, hard slider crashing away. Both pitches out of the strike zone.
I mean, I guess it's kind of hard, but you almost have to trick yourself if you're Webb that this game is a 1-run game.
Oh, totally. In his mind, it's 1-0. I mean, you have to stay in that mindset. I mean, you just have to keep pitching your game.
Got him. 6 strikeouts.
First called strike 3 for Logan Webb, and he gets him with a breaking ball. Just freezes Myers.
Here's Frazier, who lined out to La Stella in the 2nd. With Marisnick to follow. And a shot fair down the left field line. Frazier has a way of doing that consistently, as Bryant actually makes it close. So Frazier with a 1-out double.
No stride. Head stays still. Just lets the bat head get to the ball. Not an overswing, just great bat control. But watch the play from Chris Bryant, who's got a very strong arm and an accurate one. Almost gets him.
Marisnick struck out in the 3rd. And he almost got hit. I don't know how he didn't. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Sinker just heat seeking in towards the belt. Just misses it.
Look out, and this time he did hit him.
Yeah, he hits him with a breaking ball or a changeup. And the last thing he wanted to do.
Yeah, you just don't want to put base runners on.
Exactly, and you don't want to put them on for free. If they get on, make him swing the bat. This thing just squirts out of his hand. It is a curveball. So if you're Marisnick, if you have to get hit, that ain't a bad place. But that was a mistake from Logan Webb.
Here's Rivas. He rolled out to Wilmer Flores in the 3rd. First pitch, a little bloop to right, and racing in is Wade. And the throw to second, they nearly doubled up. Frazier read that like I did. I thought it was going to fall.
Well, Lamont Wade Jr. had a great first step, and he had to have it in order to catch up to this thing. He sees immediately that thing is going to be short. And here trying to get the back in, and he almost pulled it off.
So Tommy Pham is going to pinch hit. Hitting at 230. Dangerous. Takes a strike.
I think guys that come off the bench as pinch hitters that can use the whole field. I mean, those are really tough hitters to get. And you can put Pham in that category.
Absolutely.
Nabil Crismat getting ready.
He gets the call. It's 0-2.
And he can go right back in that same location and have a cut movement that runs away from him. Because after that pitch is called a strike, Pham's got to expand. And that was the idea.
Yep.
Just a little too far wide.
One and two. Tried it again. It's 2-2.
Next pitch will be number 60. This pitch count has been very good. It's low. At the end of 5, you want to be 75 or less.
Got him. 7 strikeouts, and that's a big one. Bryant to lead things off.
All on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by San Jose State Football, 2020 Mountain West champs. Get tickets for an upcoming game today at sjsuspartans.com.
Well, the Giants playoff run starts soon, and we've got you covered with in-depth October Quest coverage before and after every Giants playoff game on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Giants with a 7-1 lead. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts. And it's Nabil Crismat.
Crismat, 45th appearance on the air. He's a different type of pitcher because he throws a lot of change-ups and curveballs, a lot of slow stuff. His fastball is right around 90, but it's his changeup is one of the best on this Padres team.
Would you say it's hard to hit even if you're looking for it?
I think he's got that kind of changeup. I do. I mean, we saw him earlier this month really pitch well here. I mean, he went 3+ innings against the Giants, and they didn't do much with him. Then we saw him in San Diego, and they lit him up. So he's kind of gone both ways in his appearance, at least this month of September against the Giants.
2-1 to Bryant. Make it 3-1 on Swide. Yastrzemski on deck, and then Longoria. Swinging a foul.
91, about top end of his volume. And he will throw that changeup. I mean, he'll throw it 8 in a row in a 3-2 count. I mean, he's got great confidence in it.
Bryant takes the walk.
3 times today the Padres have walked the leadoff hitter for the Giants. And after a 5-run 4th inning, I mean, the last thing that Chase Tingler, the skipper for the Padres, wanted to see was another free gift to put his pitcher in the stretch.
Well, here's Yastrzemski, who drew a walk in the 4th. And there's that breaking ball, and it's 0-1. There's Yaz. You got to have wide shoulders to fill out that name.
Yeah, you do.
And he does.
If you don't have wide shoulders, those letters are going to go into your armpit.
There's a pitch high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Remember William Van Landingham?
Yeah. With his name, part of the back of his name was on the front of his jersey.
It was hard for seamstress to fix
Line
that.
drive to left, and Marisnik is coming in, and he'll make the catch. Yeah, with Van Landingham, it was kind of all one name. Giants Van Landingham.
It
on
wrapped
the road,
around him.
San Francisco Van Landingham. Here's Longoria. Good at bat in the 3rd, where he had a home run taken away from him by Grisham in center field, and then he had a pitch on a called 3rd strike that really did not go his way. But his swings look better, as this is a slow roller to Tatis. His only play is at first, and it'll put Bryant in scoring position with Logan Webb coming up. And Logan Webb, not only has he pitched well, he scored twice in this game.
Yeah, he had a base hit, the first hit the Giants got today, and he would come around to score in the 3rd. Then he had a walk that loaded the bases in his last at bat. In a bunt situation, I might add.
There's Matt looking in his hat. That's the same as pulling a card out of your back pocket.
You know, you think about change-up pitchers, and they're really effective for everyday hitters, because everyday hitters get their swing geared to mid-90s velocity with the fastball, and they're susceptible to the changeup. But the changeup, I mean, that's not a bad pitch for pitchers to hit, because it's slow. They don't have the established fastball in their mind like hitters do.
Taking some swings, isn't he?
He hits that thing, that's halfway up the bleachers in left field.
Hit down the left field line, and out of here! Take the tour, kid. You deserve it. On the last day of the season, the Giants pitchers have hit a home run. And listen to this crowd. Well, he's been swinging it. There's no doubt about that.
First big league homer in the biggest game of the year. And the gauntlet of fame in the Giants dugout.
My goodness.
Yeah, they just flashed on the board that let's take a look at it one more time from the splash cam. Just a thing of beauty.
Here's LaStella. Well, I think you said it, Mike. Changeups might be a pretty good pitch. I don't know if it was a changeup or not, but
whatever it was, he wasn't impressed with it.
His second hit of the game. He scored 3 times. As LaStella's going to lay down a bunt. The throw to first is in time. And that is going to end the inning. So Webb knocks one out of the park. Now he gets the reward of going back out. As Webb knocks it to left. It's bye-bye, baby. It's 9-1. If you're not already a season ticket member, it's not too late to get a complete set of tickets to all possible postseason games at Oracle Park. Here's what you do. You place a $500 deposit on a 2022 season ticket plan, and you're guaranteed the right to purchase a full strip of 2021 postseason tickets from wild card right through the World Series. Save up to 35% off postseason single game tickets. Visit sfgiants.com/season the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. 1 pitch, 1 out. His weight is underneath it. 1 down.
Now they just flash on the board that the Dodgers have taken a 6-1 lead down in Los Angeles against the Brewers, and nobody cares.
They laughed. People laughed. Although I'll just wait till the last out of the 9th inning. Let's put it that way.
I know.
I'm not in any quick move to start celebrating as Tatis takes low and in.
No, you're absolutely right.
Tatis is 0 for 2.
And I think you echo a lot of the feelings that the Giants fans have. You know, they just didn't figure to have this much anxiety in the last day of the season in a year where they had won 106 games coming into this game. But hey, such is the life of a Giants fan.
Well, the bottom line is they can relax a little bit. It's 1-2.
A little bit.
Machado to follow. Two and 2. Pitch wise, is he okay?
Oh, at 65, yeah, he's on top. He's managed his pitch count very well today.
Stays at 2 and 2. Got him. Tatis knew it. 8 strikeouts. Machado with a sacrifice fly in the 4th. He's 0 for 1.
You know, you just don't see many guys who have power get played pretty straight up defensively. Usually the power guys, you look up and there's 3 infielders playing on their pull side. Not the case with Machado. And you have to respect that he can hit the ball of the ballpark from foul line to foul line.
And he quickly falls behind 0-2.
All he wants for Christmas is 12 more wins. Well,
yeah, me too. Outside 1-2. On the ground, and Flores, can he grab it? He does, and they got him. It's all working, folks. It's all working. And Flores will lead things off.
Presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants, it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Giants with a 9-1 lead. That's right. It's 9-1. Krismat stays in the game. He's facing Wilmer Flores. This is the home half of the 6th inning. And we have multiple changes, and we'll get those to you when we can. I do know that Machado is out of the game, and it appears that Tatis is out of the game as well. So their season is over as Flores takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And by the way, both really terrific seasons. One very well might win the MVP. We think, however, there's a guy playing short for the Giants that should win it.
Yeah, well, we may be a bit biased, but we think Brandon Crawford has earned that distinction.
Although I saw on Twitter is Kim is at third, Profar is at first. That the USA Today agreed with us. So I'm going to buy it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to renew my subscription. Nice going.
Cronenworth is now the shortstop. Flores hits a high fly ball to right. And out there is Myers, who makes the catch. So, writing in these changes, and here's Lamont Wade. Wade with a sacrifice fly in that 4th inning where the Giants scored 5 times. Rolls this one foul. The Red Sox are losing, by the way, in the 5th inning to the Nationals. 2-1, so that game is close. New York and Tampa Bay are tied 0-0 in the 7th inning. Wade takes high. Seattle is losing 6-2 in the 4th inning, so they've got some time in that one. So who am I missing? Oh, Toronto. Toronto is just tearing up the Orioles. Is Wade pops this one up very high into left field. Marisnick plenty of time to get underneath this one, and he makes the catch. Toronto is leading 11-2.
Another thing of significance with the 6-1 lead that the Dodgers have over the Brewers in LA and the 9-1 lead the Giants have over the Padres, Dodgers have started taking some of their guys off the field.
That's a start for Walker Buehler, correct?
Correct.
Buster's had a great game. He's had 2 2-out base hits to knock in runs, and he's got his average at 305. So he will finish this year hitting over 300. Rolls this one foul.
And you know, he just continues the reputation for being a guy that really comes up big when the shadows get long and get dark. I mean, when you have a reputation to be a September and an October hitter, that's what you aspire to have, and he continues to layer the legend.
Shoots this one out to right field for Myers. It just starts to carry, and that'll do it. 7th inning coming up, folks. It's 9-1. The Giants are on top. Summary is brought to you by Toyota, and it's a fun game summary. The Giants are leading 9-1, and it's hard to just pick out any heroes in this game, but the one guy that you have to point out is Logan Webb. He hasn't walked anybody. He struck out 8. He's 2 for 2, and he's got a 2-run home run. That's all. He hasn't done much today.
He scored 3 times.
And he scored 3 times. And that's how you kind of wear yourself out if you're on the bases, but it hasn't looked like that's an issue at all. Cronenworth is going to lead things off. He's lined out and he's bounced out. And he chases and fouls it at the plate. It's 0-1. Buster also is one that is notable. Two out base hits. He's got 3 RBIs in the game. Flores a big hit. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And those are your best Toyota game summaries that you can have when you can't pick just one. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Probably going to be the last inning of work for Logan Webb.
Yeah, they're starting to move around in the Giants bullpen. Rolled foul. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good changeup. Talked about Logan Webb prior to the game. Some guys just live for these games. They just want them. It's hard to believe, but there are guys that don't want them. But Logan Webb, can't wait to get to him.
On the ground and a base hit for Cronenworth as he goes the other way. Bryant's throw is a good one, and Cronenworth just gets in before the tag. And that'll bring up Myers.
Take a look at the pitch. Again, seen it with Adam Frazier. Now we see it with Cronenworth. He's taking that off-speed pitch that is on the outside corner the other way. It's just a great balanced hitter. I'm going to look at the play at second base. He may have come off the base.
And you know what? Give Webb a breather. What was game time temperature? 73? Perfect. You know, we should know that it's really nice. It's 49er weather.
No, it's 84 now. I mean, it's warmed up since first pitch. Let's take a look as he hits the base, and does he come off?
He does.
He absolutely did.
And this is going to be one where the fans are just going to love this.
If they get it. And Tommy Estella thought he got him. That made the Giants look. And now we're here in review.
And here's the fans are watching it for the first time. And now they've seen Cronenworth come off the bag.
He's out. I mean, Tommy still did an excellent job of keeping that tag on him.
Yeah, I can tell Cronenworth knows he's out because he didn't want to look at the scoreboard.
But it's been our experience, the longer it takes, the less likely you are to get it. And by the way, again, happy retirement, Joe West. 5,377 games that he has been an umpire in. He'll umpire one more game. That'll be the wild card National League game. He'll be behind the plate.
He came up to the booth before the game.
Let's see how he ranks. Bill Clem, the Hall of Famer.
Here we go. Got him.
Well, nice job, guys in the video room, to see it.
Here's Myers. Myers on the ground and a tough hop, knocked down by Flores to Webb covering. He gets the bag, 2 down. Flores right now is a magnet. Everything hit to the right side is hit right at him or just to his right.
Well, I mean, the analytics guy, they put him right over there. Little backhander, he stops it, then a nice flip. I'll tell you one thing Logan Webb does better than anybody in this Giants team. He covers first base. Gets there in pretty a time, makes the play.
Here's Frazier. Frazier takes a strike. The play at second base with Cronenworth, it really is an example of now, because of instant replay, where if you go in with your feet first, you got a better chance of being out than if you go in with your hands first.
It really is true. And because guys now feel they have to go in with their hands, they're now exposing themselves to injury.
And that's why you see the mitts. But you can't wear a mitt if you hit the ball,
no,
right?
You cannot.
This is rolled to second, and Listella will make the play, and that'll end the inning. So Crawford's going to hit.
Here in the press box via Cisco by WebEx. The playoffs are here, and NBC Sports Bay Area has you covered. We have Giants pregame and postgame for every game this October. Don't miss out on the action right here all month long.
All right, thanks, Sean. Here it's 9-1. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, you see Logan Webb is still in the Giants dugout. There is no sign that he's coming out of the game. And if you just joined us, he knocked him out of the park.
First big league home run, a 2-run shot, stretched it out to 9-1, and lit up his teammates. That's the greatest feeling in the world. Your first big league homer, you can't help but smile all the way around. And when he got in the dugout, he got to run the gauntlet of congratulations from his teammates. What a day it's been for Logan Webb. And on the biggest stage of the game, game 162, a game they absolutely had to win, he has been brilliant with the bat and with his arm.
And the reason you say that is the Dodgers are leading Milwaukee 6-1. That game is in the 6th inning. This one is in the 7th with Crawford to lead things off. Crawford is 0 for 3. And the first pitch is very high. He came in with a shot at hitting 300. It would be tough to do it now. He's got a base hit. He goes the opposite way, which he's done a lot of lately. And he's aboard. Yeah, we felt, as we said earlier, about how we feel about Brandon Crawford and his candidacy for MVP. Harper, Soto, and Tatis.
I mean, all great arguments. I mean, those guys have all been stellar. And again, we are totally biased having watched what Crawford has done this year, especially the second half. He's been unbelievable.
Bryant takes a strike. Bryant has helped this game by walking twice to open up innings, and he scored twice. Here he takes up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Crawford at first. Bryant pops this one up, and that'll be in the seats down the right field line. It's 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Boy, it'd be nice to get his swing, and it's coming back, folks.
You know, and we do believe, and I've always believed, you can walk your way out of a slump. That's kind of how it's gone today. 2 great at bats. He walked both times he scored in here. 2-strike count. Barrels one, gets himself a knock.
Yastrzemski had a nice at bat in the 5th. He lined out to left field. He drives one. Left center field. Hit very well. It is off the bottom of the wall. 2 runs are going to score, and the Giants make it 11-1.
Well, they finally found a place in the outfield and center field they could hit it where Trent Grisham wasn't going to catch it.
No kidding.
Right at the base of the 399 sign out in left center. Head stays still, backspins it right out. Just a classic swing. He thought he got it. It's right at the base of the wall.
I kind of did too for a second.
It was just a great read from Chris Bryant, who was coming around, and he almost caught up to Brandon Crawford when they finally scored. He wasn't that far behind him.
So here's Longoria, who's 0 for 3. And he looks at a strike, changeup. Washington right now is raining on the Red Sox parade. It's 5-1 in the 6th inning. Longoria tries to check his swing. It's 0-2. Five to 1, and still no score in New York between the Rays and the Yankees. It makes no difference for the Rays, but boy, are they playing the Yankees tough. There's Matt, who has to know that Yastrzemski is not going to steal third, which just tells me that he just wasn't ready to go home. Swinging a foul. Longoria stays alive. Angels are leading Seattle 6-2. That game in the 5th. And Toronto's going to win. They're leading Baltimore 12-2. Breaking ball, got him. Webb's going to get a great hand, folks.
Now batting the pitcher, number 62. Let's hear it for Logan Webb.
I hope he takes a minute to enjoy this. And he takes a curveball. That's respect. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, I mean, I think that when a Giants crowd can give an ovation to one of their own, it's a kid who grew up in Northern California, they cheer a little louder.
And by the way, try to hit another one.
Why not? I think he's only got 1 speed. And that's called the Bumgarner speed.
Rolls it foul. It stays at 0-2. Yastrzemski at second. And he got him with a curveball. That's when you know you're having a good day.
When you strike out, you get a good cheer.
You get a good cheer.
So true.
Here's LaStella. LaStella with an RBI single in the 4th. And he takes a strike. Today in the wild card, if the Red Sox or Yankees win, they're in. Seattle and Toronto are a game back. Swinging a pop-up. This is playable for Kim. And he hangs in there and makes the catch to end the inning. Giants score 2 more. They lead 11-1.
All right, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam as it starts off in McCovey Cove, where there's been lots of activity, lots of vibe over the port walk into the arcade, which is jammed. The 415 section, 36,901 on hand today.
Marisnick on the first pitch drives it to right field for a base hit. I don't believe the Giants are going to let Webb go very long here in the 8th. Unless things happen very quickly. Somebody is starting to move around in the Giants bullpen, as you would expect. Here's Webster Rivas.
82 pitches into it. I mean, I feel like he's just getting stretched out. He's been very, very economical with his pitches today.
Swing and a miss. 36,901. I don't know if you said that or not, but
Bears repeating. Nice crowd today.
There's your attendance. Swing and a miss. I know, Mike, if this score holds up, I know one person that's very happy, and that's Mario Alioto and all the people at Bashoff, because that function is tomorrow night. Had there been a game tomorrow night between the Giants and Dodgers, that'd been canceled.
Well,
so they're happy.
They are happy. First time they're ever allowing public into the Bashoff dinner.
Foul.
Bruce Bochy's going to be inducted along with Ricky Henderson. Others will be, I think they've got 6 that are going to be going into the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame. But it's a great dinner, and fans can get a ticket, come and watch it.
By the way, Mike and I have done the introduction of the Hall of Famers. And we have a little advice for the people that are introducing, as this is lined into center field. That'll be a soft base hit. Marisnick will go to third as that clips Longoria on the throwing hand. Our advice is for the people that are introducing the inductees, don't speak longer than the inductees.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Exactly. And we've been fortunate enough to introduce Will Clark, Barry Bonds, Matt Williams. And I mean, there is a responsibility with that, because some guys get up there and this is like their shot to.
It's like they're going in.
and they go back in and they start when the guy's 3 years old and they talk about every accomplishment all the way through his career or her career.
We did one, and one of the speakers was like, and then when I turned 17, and I remember Bonds looked at us and went, how old is he?
Yeah, starting to do the subtraction. Well, he's 53, so this is going to take a while. It happened with when I was doing the intro for Matt Williams. We were the last ones to go. And after the 5th one, and I don't want to say who it was that was talking, but it was a 40-minute speech.
Yeah.
40 minutes. And Matt said, can you shorten it up, please? So, okay. 3 minutes. Here's Matt Williams.
Caratini is the pinch hitter, and he bounces it foul.
I think I gave the shortest introduction speech in the history of the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame.
That's the way it should have been.
Well, I was just responding to the request of the guy I was putting in.
On the ground and a base hit, so that's 3 hits in a row. Marisnick will score. It makes it 11-2. And that'll bring up Trent Grisham. Is that Dominic Leone? Is that the big fella getting loose?
I think it's Kareem Castro.
It is Castro, so they're built the same. I was going by size from up here. And this is to give Webb a breather and to give Castro a chance to get loose. And here comes Gabe Kapler, and this place is about to go nuts.
And he will never forget this cheer, by the way, ever.
What a night or day for Logan Webb. It's 11-2. We'll be back. Well, the Padres have scored a run here in the 8th. So it's an 11-2 ball game. They have runners at the corners with nobody out, and there's the new pitcher. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Kareem Castro, the new pitcher now for Gabe Kapler. 10th time that he's come in. He's been very good. Going to try and clean this little bit of a mess up. Fastball, curveball.
Starts out with a high fastball, 1 ball and no strikes. Spectator from here on out.
Well, what a day he had.
And a little flare to right. Wade's coming in. He can't get it. So that's 4 straight singles. It's 11-3. Here's Profar. Profar batting in the spot that Tatis was in. Profar hitting .227. And he takes wide, 1-0.
See 96 miles per hour from Castro. That's about the top end of his volume. We talk about his delivery is deceptive. It does make 96 look a little quicker than it is.
There's a strike.
Curveball is his preferred specialty pitch. He's got a changeup. We haven't seen him throw it very often.
Strike again, 1-2.
It's one you see coming out of his hand. You think it's going to be high, but because of the 12-6 drop on it could drop in the strike zone even if it starts off at your letters.
Swing and a miss. He got him.
Couple of slow curveballs and then throws a dart right through him with the fastball.
Here's Kim. Kim batting in Machado's spot. And a high fastball, 1 ball and no strikes. Kim at 202 with 8 home runs. He's got 34 runs batted in.
Think about Castro. I mean, he likes to work quick. He's a get it and go guy.
Curveball up and in, 2-0. Three-0.
Yeah, he knows. No walks. Got to make the guy in the batter's box swing the bat.
There's a strike. 3-1. Caratini at second, Grisham at first. Webb started the inning. A couple of runs have come in. Swinging a pop up. I don't think Flores can get to this one. It's out of play.
Look out.
I guess if you're chasing, you got to be careful of that carom.
Well, yeah, it hits high off the net when you're going over there and come back and hit you on the top of the head.
Three and two. This pop-up is right below us. Just shy of the club level, so it stays at 3-2. Oh, he just got a piece. 96th him on the outside corner.
Perfect pitch. Good fight him off there by Kim.
Well, the bases are loaded. So here's Cronenworth.
Bases are loaded, and all of a sudden there's a little low buzz in the stadium. And it's just an expression of anxiety that every Giants fan brought into the ballpark today prior to the first pitch.
Cronenworth trying to make it an 11-7 game.
And very quickly, Dominic Leone gets up and cranking. He had a day off yesterday, rested.
Out of play, 0-2.
97-mile-an-hour heater from Castro, so he's bearing down and digging deep. My Apple Watch just told me to breathe. I think everybody else in the ballpark got the same message.
Here's the 0-2 to Cronenworth. Line drive, left field. Coming in is Bryant. He makes the diving catch. It'll be a sacrifice fly, but the Giants get the out. It's 11-4. You need outs.
Oh, another good at bat from Cronenworth, and we saw him do this in his previous at bat when he had a double down the left field line. Here a bullet and a nice play from Bryant coming in, spearing this. Give up the run, get the out.
So here's Myers. Myers takes down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Grisham at second. Kim is the base runner at first. This is again. Buster thought he had a strike. It's 2-0. Dreckman hearing it from the Giants dugout. He just kind of told him to back off.
He's been good today. Another 3-0 count from Castro.
Three and one.
Castro walks him. Or if Myers gets on, Leon's coming into this game.
And the walk. And here comes Gabe Kapler. So a disappointing outing for Castro. You got the very tough Frazier coming up. You'd be the 9th hitter to hit. So Dominic Leone is coming in. It's 11-4 Giants. 11-4. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Harleen Garcia is the pitcher. I believe I had Leone coming in, but somehow Garcia was throwing in that bullpen and he was invisible.
I didn't see him either. 58th time that Garcia has come into a game. He's had a great season. 2.63 ERA, a strikeout an inning, 68 punch outs against 18 walks. And he is going to take on the feisty Adam Frazier.
Yeah, Frazier has 1 hit, a double. And he's hit Garcia well. He's 3 for 6 lifetime. And he takes wide, 1-0. Hit to left for Bryant. This will end the inning. Giants fans, take a deep breath. Now let go. Flores is going to lead things off. Giants with an 11-4 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
So James Norwood, the new pitcher now for San Diego, 5th time that he's come in this year, 27-year-old right-hander in his 2nd year at the big league level. Our first time seeing him. Warmed up 4 pitches. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup from a 3/4 release. There's your scout report. Norwood, originally a 7th round pick by the Cubs back in 2014 out of St. Louis University.
On the ground to third, where Kim will make the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice round of applause for Lamont Wade Jr., who's 0 for 2. Swinging a foul out of play. Swinging a pop up to left. Is this going to fall? Marisnick, no, is over, and he's going to make the catch.
He can cover some ground.
Yes, he can.
Saw him earlier in the series playing center field, and he had great range. Great range and a nice jump. You're going to do fine in the outfield in the big leagues.
Buster's got 2 huge singles in this game, with Brandon Crawford on deck. The significance of this at bat, and it's just purely for stats, is if Posey could get on, Crawford would have a shot to hit 300. I think it would be close.
He's at 298 now.
And a quick 0-2.
I'd like to have the chance.
Yeah. On the ground to third. And that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the 9th. Giants trying to take care of business. It's 11-4 Giants. It's 11-4 Giants as we go to the 9th. And when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
New pitcher now for the Giants will be Dominic Leone. 57th time he's come in. Going to try and close this one out. It's an honor to be able to have the ability to try and get the last 3 outs of a regular season, especially when you have the ability to lay claim to the divisional title. I mean, you're right out there in the middle of the celebration, and this is what Dominic Leone is going to try and do.
It'll be Jake Marisnick who's going to lead things off. So Giants fans now here in the 9th are getting into it. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Well, Marisnick coming out hacking.
Marisnick is 1 for 2. A little adrenaline, I'm sure, for Dominic Leone.
And you have to remind yourself to enjoy it. Take your time.
One and one to Marisnick. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
I'll tell you what, you're right. I mean, that's as quick as his slider's been. That's a good one.
foul.
Staying on that outside corner, as we so often see him do with everything. Slider, cutter, fastball.
It's not beat San Diego, the chant. It's beat LA. The 1-2 pitch. On the ground to Crawford. Crawford will wait for a better hop. Got him. One down in the ninth.
When the Giants clinched the game that guaranteed that they were going to go to the playoffs, I mean, they had a nice celebration. But today, they win this title, which snaps 8 consecutive titles won by the Dodgers. They're going to get both cheeks into tonight's celebration.
Yeah, it might go until tomorrow. Hope it does. Here's Rivas. Rivas takes outside for a ball. Rivas with a base hit in the 8th. One ball and one strike. I don't believe one person has left this game. 36,901.
Well, they want to see the dance. The celebration in the middle of the field. That's what they're waiting for.
Swinging a foul back. It's 1-2. One and two. On a high pop-up that'll be out of play. Eric Hosmer is on deck. Got him. 2 down in the 9th. So here's Hosmer. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Down low.
Just missed. Saw the sign out there in the arcade right field. 107 would be a franchise record. It goes back 137 years.
Two balls and one strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
And you know Leon wants to strike out Hosmer to end it.
36,000 on their feet. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swinging a foul will do it again.
Pumped up, 98. As hard as he's thrown all year. Breathe. Take your time. Enjoy it.
Got him! The Giants, for the first time since 2012, are champions of the National League West. And let this celebration begin, and let it go on for a while. .107 wins, as Mike said, are the most in Major League history by a team that clinched on the last day of the season, and it's also the most in this history of a franchise that is owned by 2 cities. And now you can stop watching the scoreboard.
For the team that many predicted would win 72 games. Well, yeah, they did. Well, that was like 3 months ago. And they snapped the 8 years that the Dodgers have won the divisional title. 8 years in a row. And the Dodgers had a great year, but it wasn't good enough. Because today the Giants get to stand on top of the hill and plant a flag. And you can see by the reaction of these guys that it feels good.
Well, a very special flag indeed.
And now they get some rest. It's much needed. They kept the foot on the pedal the whole month. They had to. Mike Murphy, been in this organization since 1958. Putting on the victory cap and t-shirt. And he's been through them all.
Yeah, Murphy used to have to hand them out. Now he can just wear them. It comes down unbelievably when you think about it to game number 162. And look, that's a credit to the team down south for chasing the Giants like they did. Now the Dodgers and Cardinals will play on Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Wednesday.
I think it's the 6th. So yeah, it would be Wednesday. And the Giants will host the divisional playoffs here that begin on Friday.
On Friday. Gabe Kapler is going to address the crowd. And then eventually the goggles will come out.
And Ron Wotus, last regular day of his great career. And he gets to wear the champion's hat and t-shirt. Takakazuki, Giants orthopedic surgeon there, congratulating Wody, and Logan Webb, who was the star today. Came out smoking, struck out the side in the first inning. Gave the Giants 7+. Couple of knocks, hit his first big league home run, scored 3 times.
Yeah, what a game for that guy, Buster Posey. He ends up hitting 300 on the year. He had a great year.
Well, he had 2 knocks today that knocked in runs. I mean, he broke the ice.
Brandon Crawford, an MVP candidate. Never gets old for him.
Johnny Cueto. All the veterans soaking this moment up. And how about Alyssa Nacken? The first woman to ever have a number on her back and celebrate as a member of a team that has won a divisional championship. Great story. There's Alyssa.
Is that the captain?
Captain Brandon Belt still wearing the cast on his thumb that was broken last Sunday in Colorado. And the emotion that hit this ball club, and they overcame that. They overcame everything. They did something that nobody said that they could do. And they did it in a way that was historic. 107 wins, the most ever by any Giants team in New York or San Francisco. Remarkable accomplishment.
A great day for that man, Logan Webb. He planted a stake too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
There's the boss. Yeah, the boss did not want to see a game tomorrow, nor did he want to see one on Wednesday.
Larry Baer and Greg Johnson, Rob Dean, all of the investors group have been so supportive of this club, this effort. Farhan Zaidi and Scott Harris and what they've done with their crew. Gabe Kapler and all the coaches. A big tip of the cap. Just incredible job. Well done. There's Farhan Zaidi. That's about as sincere a hug as you can give. Dave Greshner and his staff that kept these guys healthy. All the medical team that supported the Giants throughout this incredible year. And the fans that got to come back to the stadium this year. And the support that this city and this region and all over the United States. Because there are Giants fans everywhere. And the support that they gave this club. Incredible.
Well, you saw the hug that Buster Posey gave Farhan, and it almost bears repeating how the veterans bought into Farhan. Scott Harris, they bought into Gabe Kapler, his staff. If they don't do it, they're not doing this. So this is going to be a group photo. This is where if you're a short guy, you try to stay out of the back row.
Yeah, well, you can get eaten up by the crowd.
And it also means that you need to break out the wide lens of watching the photographers back up so they can get everybody in the shot.
You know, I mean, this is really a tradition that has started just a few years ago, and it's just such an obvious why nobody's ever done it before, because this is the shot. I mean, that's the picture that's going to be in the trophy case forever for all those guys and gals.
Yep, you start out in spring training, you just never know what's going to happen. You don't.
You just don't.
You don't really know if there's going to be such a picture in the early part of October. You hope there is.
Dominic Leone, he conquered the fear of having a good time a long time ago.
Yeah, when we saw him celebrate when they clinched the playoff spot, when he came out on the field in his underwear with goggles on, I said, he's my guy. I want to party with him. So here's a season-ending video they're putting on the scoreboard.
The 2021 San Francisco Giants. Buster hits a high drive to left. Out of here.
After missing all of last year, hits a home run in his return to the Giants.
Triple shimmy.
Got him. Steven Duggar hits a grand slam.
Second day, what a shot!
High. Deep. And it's going to be his first big league hit.
Struck it out swinging. Welcome to San Francisco, Anthony DeSclafani. They love you.
Anthony DeSclafani has pitched a masterpiece.
Strikes out the side, leaving the tying run at second base.
Strike three called.
Got him.
McGee strikes out the side, and Casale catches another shutout. That's 5 in a row.
We love you, Willie. Happy birthday.
Slater comes in, and he makes the diving cat. Ruff will dive and catch it. Crawford, barehanded, got him.
Crawford with a dive. He's got it and flips it right from the glove. Barehanded by Solano. Double play.
Their starting pitching today is the best in the sport.
He struck it out.
That's not an opinion. That's a stat and a fact.
There's Logan Webb just not wasting pitches.
Driven, right center field. Come on, Webb. You got 3 in you. Let's go.
This is officially the 1,000th game that Buster Posey has caught in his Giants career.
Crawford took the field and found out that he was the only one establishing the all-time franchise record in the 139th year of Giants baseball for games played by a shortstop.
With last night's win, our beloved Ron Lotus reached 2,000 career wins as a coach with your San Francisco Giants.
That ball is hit a mile to right. Wade will turn. He fires into second, and he's out. He struck him out with the changeup. Deep left field. Chris Bryant, in his first game as a Giant, has hit a home run.
Deep left field. Welcome to the Giants, Tyrone Estrada.
Left field. It's on its way. Adios.
And they've done it again. The Giants take the lead on a pinch hit home run.
The Giants get 6 shutout innings out of their bullpen.
Fans, please join me in congratulating your 2021 Giants All-Stars.
Somebody's got to step up. And when you're the alpha male on the team, it's got to be you. I put the C in my chest and I went to work today, and thankfully it worked out.
On its way. Gone. The captain has done it again.
And that breaks the Giant record for most home runs in a season.
Bell will go to second for the out. Back to first. Double play ends this game. And Crawford is coming. Here comes the throw. Swing! It is Kevin Gausman who wins the game. Down the left field line. Base hit. Here's the relay home. Swing! There's a high drive to right. Down the line. A grand slam! Can you believe it? Off the bag. And the ball game is over.
Got him. They are headed to postseason for the first time since 2016. And a big hearty congratulations. Well, the Giants have won the National League West. They will start their celebration inside the clubhouse very soon. But after depositing some souvenir baseballs in the stands and watching the highlight of this wonderful 2021 season, we're waiting for the Giants manager Gabe Kapler to address the crowd, which, by the way, I'd say most of this crowd is still here.
Well, if they could, they would all get into the Giants clubhouse and start the celebration.
Yeah, so would we.
And it's going to be our responsibility to bring you that celebration and some interviews of the champions, the National League Western Division champions of 2021, with a franchise record-setting number of wins in a season, 107.
So here's Gabe.
All right, fans, how about a big round of applause for your National League Western Division champion, San Francisco Giants. And now, to say a few words, please welcome the skipper, the manager of this remarkable team, Gabe Kapler.
As we were all kind of hugging on the field, one of the things that stood out, or what was being repeated quite a bit, was I'm really proud of you. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is how proud I am of this group and what they accomplished, and also how proud I am of all of you. Part of the reason that I feel that way is because I think we all knew at the beginning of this season, or even dating back to the beginning of spring training, what the projections are and what the industry sort of thought of us as a club. And what I realize is there are some intangibles that those projections and those viewpoints failed to take into consideration. And that the first intangible is just toughness. We had so many points over the course of this season where it would have been easy for us in game to quit, and we never did. We battled back, and this group always thought we were going to win the game. Always. Another intangible it didn't account for: grit. And a lot of people in this group got a little bit beat up this season. We had some injuries. We had some guys who were struggling for long periods of time. And they just got back to work every single day. They stuck with their process. They got stronger. And they came back better. And because of that, we're standing where we are today. And the final intangible, and probably the most important one, is vision. At the outset of spring training, I was thinking about setting expectations for this group, what we could come to expect for this season. And I knew we had a lot of talent, but I wasn't sure. And I needed the reassurance of this group. And in particular, we have some veteran players: Evan Longoria, Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, Johnny Cueto, Brandon Belt. And I could go on and on. Kevin Gausman, this entire group, the group of veteran players here said, we want to win the National League West. So at that point, this entire group surrounded that vision and made it a goal. And we never came off that goal. And that's why I feel that pride today in this group. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you and everyone here who supported us through the season. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
All right, so now This group is racing down the dugout steps to get into the clubhouse, and they will indeed let this party begin.
Well, that's another tradition. I mean, they'll get in there and they'll all be given a bottle of champagne, and now they wait. They wait for the cue where everybody opens up at the same time, and it is pandemonium. It is, they've refined this over the year. They're all going to get their goggles. So if any of you have ever had champagne dumped on your head, you know that you need goggles.
So the troops heading in as they go up those steps. Gabe, can you hear us?
I can hear you great.
Oh, great. Hey, by the way, really nice job out there. I think you got a job as a broadcaster if you want it.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're ready? You're not ready for that just yet, are you?
I'd like to do this for a little longer, and in particular, I'd like to finish the job this year.
Hey, before we talk to you about what a great year it's been, let me ask you this. Will you allow yourself tonight and tomorrow not to think about baseball?
No, I won't. It's not in my DNA, and I think it's a lot of fun to think about baseball. I love this game, and I love the sport, and I love these players, and I'm happy to be thinking about them. I don't need a break right now. I feel energized.
How about 107? Is that unbelievable?
It's really, really cool. You know, it's a real feather in the cap of these players because they work so hard to get here, and they never quit. I mentioned that even in games when we were down at times, they always felt like they were going to come back and win the game. And as a result, we all felt that as well. So we just got behind them and supported their initiatives and their mission and their vision. So now we have more steps to take, and you know, it's our job to stay focused on the step right in front of us once we celebrate, of course.
So you got a few days to rest. Do you think your team needs a little rest?
I definitely think there are some players, a good group of our players, who are going to be very grateful for this blow. Obviously, Buster Posey comes to mind. It's going to be nice for him to get a few days off. Our bullpen, I don't think it's any secret. They're kind of on fumes there at the end. And, I mean, even in yesterday's game, it was important as today's game. We weren't able to use some of our best relievers, which is a huge challenge. So at this point, I think the blow is going to be good for everybody. It's just a mental reset as much as it's a physical reset. These guys are ready for it.
Well, it's ready for you to get into that clubhouse and celebrate. Thanks, Gabe.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats to you as well.
All righty.
See you guys.
Gabe Kapler, without a doubt, the National League Manager of the Year. At least we can't imagine who would be besides him. As you see, is that Tony Watson?
It is.
And those are the Giants family members that are gathered right outside the clubhouse. And eventually, they probably will all be allowed to join in the celebration. But lots of kids, and boy, is that excited for everybody. So there's the skipper, and he will join the celebration, and he deserves it. Boy, does he ever. What a great job.
Well, he held their vision. And he talks about the process and the hard work.
So Gabe's ready to celebrate. Final score. That's right. Game number 162. It's the Giants 11 and the Padres 4. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us for interviews and much more on Giants Postgame Live presented by Toyota. And it starts right now.
The San Francisco Giants are your National League West champs. Welcome into Giants Postgame Live presented by Toyota. And what a season and what a game number 162 it was for the Giants. Here's your final numbers: 11 runs, 10 hits as the Giants clinch the division on the final day, beating the Padres 11-4. What's happening, everyone? Kyle Draper and George Contos coming to you from the 4015. And I tell you what, George, the fans are partying. They're partying inside the clubhouse. When you look at this season, man, this squad was 40-1 to win the division. Not only did they win the division, they did it by winning 107 games. Put into words what this team was able to do.
I think it was unbelievably special what they've done. I mean, when you look at what they had on paper, and everyone judges everything prior to the season on what the roster is going to look like on paper. But what you can't measure is team chemistry and team camaraderie. And that's what these guys were able to do. They pulled together, and they were so good all year. And now they're standing atop the NL West as champions, winning a record 107 games for the franchise. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, coming up here on Post Game Live, we're going to take you inside the clubhouse. We'll hear from the players. We'll hear from Gabe Kapler. We'll have our insider, Sean Estes, will be joining us as well. But these fans, they've been with this Giants team all season long. They've been riding or dying with them. They deserve this. And you know what it's like to play for a winning team, a winning franchise in this city. What do you think the guys are feeling right now?
I think it's a load off of everyone's back, to be honest. They played this was just high intensity, high octane baseball the last 6 games. We were talking to Sean Estes before, and he predicted that the team had to go 10-3 in their last 13 games to get it done, and they went 10-3 in their last 13 games to get it done. It was unbelievable being able to do this for the best fans in the world, and those guys right now are popping that champagne, and it's tasting oh so good. Believe me, it's tasting oh so good.
Is it even more sweeter because the Dodgers had a hell of a season? 106 wins for the Dodgers is looking like it's going to be, to not only win it, but to do it by beating the Dodgers by 1 game. And you got the best of the Dodgers pretty much all season long. Oh, yeah, we can say that too. We can say, but to beat the Dodgers and outlast them the way they did.
I mean, the blood that the Giants and the Dodgers has there's no question that we want to beat the Dodgers. They want to beat us. But the fact that such good baseball was played by both ball clubs down the stretch, they were a juggernaut from the beginning. They were supposed to win this division, and we came in and we outplayed them, we outlasted them, we outgritted them, like Cap said right there. Those are some really good adjectives he used to describe the kind of guys he has in that clubhouse. So anytime you're beating the Dodgers, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah, and we're watching the final out right here. Dom Leone striking out Eric Hosmer, Logan Webb. We're going to talk a lot about this guy coming up in just a minute as you see the squad running onto the field. And when I look at this franchise and when I look at this team this year, the bullpen stepped up. The defense stepped up. We had starting pitching. It was a total group effort. Whatever the game needed that day, this team was able to find a way to get it done.
They ham and egged it, as we say in golf terms, very, very well. I mean, we came out the gate with the starting pitchers hot. They were the best 5 guys in the big leagues, and then they started to have their kind of bumps in the road like it happens all the time. The offense picked them up. The bullpen picked them up. They were able to step up when everyone needed it most, and they put together a sound, complete season. And the compilation of it is 107 wins. So they did everything they were supposed to do, and it's great to see them celebrating right now.
Yeah, where did so many people get it wrong with this team, do you think?
I just think you couldn't really predict some of the production you were going to get. Brandon Crawford, Brandon Bell, career years. Lamont Wade Jr. comes out of nowhere, has an unbelievable season. We wouldn't be where we are without Lamont Wade Jr. Buster Posey back behind the plate catching this year after taking last year off. All these guys have just been huge producers for the team this year, and it's great to see them all firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, 11-4 is your final. This team 107 wins, 55 losses. Let's take a look at how they won this game. It came down to the final game of the regular season, and in the bottom of the 3rd, Reese Kinnear pitching. He would run into some trouble. How about that little bloop right there? And Logan Webb getting this thing started. Logan Webb, he was great in this one. He got their first hit. He would get their first run as well as Flores singles to center. So you got a runner on first, now 2nd and 3rd. Lamont Wade Jr. would walk, so it would be bases loaded, 2 outs. And your guy, Buster Posey. He's been doing it time and time again, a guy that's been there before. Tell me about this at-bat right here.
I mean, it was a center-cut fastball right there. Buster Posey is one of the best professional hitters in all of baseball, and he just has that clutch gene. He's able to slow the game down, get a pitch to hit, and do whatever he needs to do with it. He did the same thing in his next at-bat. This was just them taking advantage of the mistakes that Kinnear made early being a young pitcher, and they never looked back. And Logan Webb, I'm sure right now, his feet have not even touched the ground yet. This man just pitched in the game of his life. The numbers at the end looked a little bit skewed, but he threw the ball unbelievably well. And on top of it, he comes out and hits a tater just for good measure, just to try and do it all by himself today. And he did a great job. I think he's ready for the postseason as well.
We're going to talk a whole lot about him coming up in a minute because He was the best pitcher, obviously, but he was the best at the plate, too, today. He really came through, and we're going to take a look at the 4th inning because that's where the Giants really bust this game open. That's when the party, the celebration really started. We pick it up in the bottom of the 4th. Dinelson Lamet on. He walks Bryant and walks Yastrzemski, and you and I are sitting in the press box. We say, you know what? They got to get something out of this.
You know, free bases as a pitcher are something you never want to give up. And when you do it to a team like the Giants, who are able to score runs by either hitting the ball out of the ballpark or productive hits, base hits, driving it the other way, having a good at-bat like LaStella did right there, putting his hands in and fouling off a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, they just got it done on both ends.
Yeah, that made it 3-1 at that point, as you see LaStella turning on that one. So Craig Stammen would come into the game, and then Wilmer Flores, he would continue to hit parade here. He slaps a double to left. So Yaz and Webb score. That made it 5-1. And you can sense at that point the Padres, their life started to be sucked out of them. The Giants really started to pour it on. They started to feel good. Let's take a look one more time. Wilmer Flores. Hey, great at-bat here.
That's such a great at-bat because Craig Stammen made him swing and miss at that same breaking ball just the pitch before. He tried to sneak another piece of cheese past the rat, and he was right on it and put a good double down the left field line, and that was the at-bat that broke the game open.
Yeah, and Lamont Wade Jr. gets a hold of this one back out to the warning track, but it's good enough to score LaStella, so it's 6-1 at this point. And then Posey. 1,500th major league hit right there for Buster Posey. That made it 7-1 as Flores comes in to score. The Giants in this inning, 5 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks. All 9 batters came up to the plate. Huge inning. Breathing a sigh of relief, I would imagine, at that point, if you're inside that dugout and inside that clubhouse?
I mean, all the runs do is let you kind of not feel so much pressure. You still have your foot on the gas pedal, and until the 9th inning's over, until that last inning is made, you want to keep applying pressure. Because that Padres team, as you saw, they put together a little run there. You never know. They're dangerous. They were supposed to be the team that was going to rival the Dodgers at the beginning of this year before we emerged and took over. And then they had that falling off. But they're a great team, and there are some guys there that can do some damage. So you just got to keep your foot down on the gas and kind of get out with it the way the outcome came in.
Yeah, so the Giants going to win 11-4. Logan Webb was just phenomenal today at the plate, but more importantly, also on the hill. Let's take a look at Kelly Moore painting the corner as we take a look at the guys who got the start for today. Logan Webb, 7+ innings, 6 hits. You see the 4 earned runs he gave up, but he was fantastic. Reese Kinnear, first time seeing him. Not bad, but the Giants were able to get to him. Let's start with Logan Webb, however. The number's a little skewed with the 4 earned runs, but man, high leverage game, he delivered.
Oh, he did a great job. The numbers are totally skewed. I throw all those earned runs in the 8th inning right out the door because he set the pace for the whole team today. He came out, he had nasty stuff. That breaking ball had an extra gear when it was turning left. Good changeup, good sinker like he always has. And you know what? This guy was built for big games. He can handle the pressure, and he came out and he proved it today. And I think he now showed the front office, showed Cap, showed Bailey that he can go out there and be a guy they can count on in the postseason.
Yeah, the biggest game of the season. Get this, Logan Webb strikes out the side in the 1st inning, retires the first 9 batters he faced. He was just absolutely stellar out there tonight. And then how about him at the plate? You don't expect this. Yeah, this is bonus cheese, but he gave it to us. Man, this guy, he was on fire. It was his day. How about him at the plate today?
Well, the last base hit potentially that a Giants pitcher may ever have with the implementation potentially of the DH next year is going to be a Logan Webb home run. And I think that's what he wanted, to hit a home run in his career at some point. So you know what? Kudos to you, young man, for at the plate and on the mound today.
Yeah, you see him here, the patience to get the walk on this play. And then, man, he ejected that one. 368 feet, a 2-run job. His first major league home run. First home run since high school at Rockland High many moons ago. And I tell you, if you're Logan Webb, don't have to buy another drink, don't have to buy another meal. This is his day. And now, in terms of confidence, he has to feel like, you know what, no matter the situation, no matter the game, I've proven I could come out and perform at the highest level.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the confidence that he's pitching with right now, it was such a maturing process for him that he went through from last year to this year. You know, he took his lumps, he was falling behind hitters, and he was wondering why he was having some of those big innings that would come up and snake bite him. And this year he's really grown. He's pitching with a ton of confidence. 11 and I think 3 since in his last 15 starts, something like that. He's pitching unbelievably well. Finished the year with a 2.85 ERA. And there's not enough kudos that you can give him. He is absolutely ready to slide into the top of that rotation, not only in this postseason, but for years to come.
Yeah, how about this? 10 straight decisions without a loss. Last loss coming May 5th. This guy, a tremendous season. The Giants as a team, a tremendous season as well. Coming up in just a minute, we're going to hear from some of the players. We'll hear from Gabe Kapler as well. But when you look ahead, and we heard Kapler mention it just a few minutes ago, you need these few days off, right? You need these few days off if you're the Giants. You've been playing hard, playing playoff kind of baseball, you know, with the last month or so as we're taking you inside the clubhouse. You see the guys celebrating. You see the champagne flowing. You've been in a clubhouse like this before. Take me inside there. What's happening right now?
Oh, man, I've been to a lot of those. And not only just winning the division, but every round of the postseason, the champagne gets colder, the brand gets a little bit tastier, and these guys are just having a good time. They have 100% earned this celebration. Going back to kind of getting them some breathers and some rest. You know, Jake McGee, who's a guy who they're going to want to get maybe a live batting practice in the next few days. They're going to enjoy it tonight. They're going to enjoy it tomorrow. And then it's time to get to work and get ready for whoever you're going to face in that NLDS. And you know what? The team that was right on your heels for the entire season could be the team that rolls in here that you have to play on Friday. And wouldn't that be something to have a Giants-Dodgers NLDS?
That would be something. But I tell you what, the Giants, who do they face? They would face the St. Louis Cardinals. That's not an easy matchup. The Cardinals, the hottest team in all of baseball, so that should be a good matchup. That's coming up on Wednesday. But, you know, for the first time since 2012, this Giants franchise, division champions, as we continue to look inside the clubhouse right now. As I was saying before, you need these few days off, right? If you're a player. You've been putting your foot down, pressing the gas pedal for the last month or so. Now you can exhale just a little bit until the next series.
You absolutely can exhale a little bit. You've wrapped up the division, but what you want to do is not let your guard down, because we've seen it a lot of times. You've played such cutthroat baseball with your back against the wall. Not that the Giants have their backs against the wall now, but this was the most meaningful game of the season. You had to win this game in order to avoid a game 163 to potentially avoid the wild card game. The teams that are playing in that wild card game, their playoffs start a couple days earlier, so they have to be ready to go. And what you want to do is not drop your guard and come in and get snake bitten with a trap game in the playoffs in a best-of-5 series. But I don't expect that happening. These guys are professionals. All the coaches in there are going to have everybody ready to go. And don't forget, you got a guy in there by the name of Buster Posey, Brandon Belt, and Brandon Crawford who have multiple rings on their fingers, and they know exactly what's at stake and what's coming ahead of them.
All right, coming up in just a little bit, we will take you inside the clubhouse. We'll hear from some of the guys, your National League West champions, San Francisco Giants. You're watching Toyota Postgame Live.
Giants Postgame Live is presented by Toyota. With 10 hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places.
Off the plate a little bit. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The ball game is over. The regular season is over. And the San Francisco Giants have done what was said they could not do. They have beaten L.A. for the National League Western Division title. It took 107 wins to unseat the Dodgers at the top of the National League West, which says a lot about how good they are. And if you're the team that won 107, well, that says it all about how good you are.
As we were all kind of hugging on the field, one of the things that stood out, or what was being repeated quite a bit, was I'm really proud of you. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is how proud I am of this group and what they accomplished, and also how proud I am of all of you.
It's really, really cool. You know, it's a real feather in the cap of these players, because they work so hard to get here and they never quit. I mentioned that that even in games when we were down at times, they always felt like they were going to come back and win the game. And as a result, we all felt that as well. So we just got behind them and supported their initiatives and their mission and their vision. So now we have more steps to take, and it's our job to stay focused on the step right in front of us once we celebrate, of course.
It was right before the game, the crowd was going, it was like a little shaky, honestly. And then, I got the first one. After the first one, I feel like it just went back to normal. And then all of a sudden, after the inning, the crowd was going crazy. And, there's not much in life that's better than that.
We have the pieces, and I know we got what it takes. We just got to do what we did during the season, which it was individually execute, pitchers executing pitches, and hitters just get good pitches to hit. So I don't think we got to change much. We got what it takes. We just got to execute.
I mean, it feels like the Dodgers have been on our tail all year, definitely since the All-Star break, and to win 107 games and come out one ahead. It sure feels good winning it today like we did. We would have taken it back and in last night, but the win feels really good.
Man, I'm really happy to be a part of this group. Special celebration in there. Obviously the fan base being here, the history of the group. It's been so special, to be able to come back. We've dealt with a ton as a group in a tough division and come through. And man, what a year! 107 wins, win a division. I think we're tremendously proud as a group, but know that this is just the beginning.
Our veterans just kind of came to us and said, look, we want to win the West. The Dodgers and the Padres have done some crazy things in the offseason, but, we want to win the West. So that was our North Star going into the season, and we just never looked back. So it feels just really incredible.
Look, I mean, you get to the point where you just want to get in, okay? Get in meaning win the division. But the fans, we've all been through so much. And what I think is just so incredible, what Gabe and the group has done, the coaching staff, is if there was ever a year where you could lose focus or focus over 162 would be tough, it would be this year. Look at where we ended up. And look at yesterday and today and the joy in the stands. And I think about guys that, the 12-year-olds that were here today might say when they're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s and beyond, hey, remember I was at that game where they won their 107th game in 2021.
I've been dealing with a lot of emotions the last couple months. As you guys know, it's not easy to walk away leave something that you love to do, and how good this team is. But I have my family here, my brother's here, my sister's here. That was special to hear my four managers, Dusty, Felipe, Boch, and Cap, on the screen. It was special. But honestly, I was so focused on winning this game because I didn't sleep very good last night with all that was at stake. So it turned out to be a fabulous day. But that was my biggest concern, was winning the game.
I know a lot of guys have referred to camp and what a good camp we had this year. I mean, I think back to last year where we exceeded expectations and kind of just came up a little short at the end. And so I think that makes this even more validating for everyone. But, we kind of got out of the gates really well. We're winning 2 out of every 3 games. We started looking around like, we figured we were going to be competitive. We might be really, really good, and really just took off from there.
Every game we played down to the last one, until the last out, was intense. It meant something, and I think if we had 4 or 5 games there where we didn't necessarily need to win, where they don't matter as much, then you almost forget what it's like to play meaningful baseball, and every game from here on out is meaningful. So those ones were really helpful to have.
It's a grind, and so to be able to do it with this group of guys is extra special. I feel like I'm so close with every guy in there, and if I needed a shirt off my back, anyone in there would give it to me. And so wouldn't change this group of guys for anybody, and love being in the trenches with them every 5 days.
I mean, I think we had high expectations in ourselves. I think we heard what everybody else's expectations were, and I think we all kind of see that, and think we can be
thought we could be better than that. What Cap said after the game was true. Our goal was to win the West this year. And I don't think anybody really expected us to do it. So, I mean, to be able to hold off a team as good as the Dodgers for as long as we did and, eventually win it is a pretty awesome feeling.